How do seasons work in Once Human? This is one of the biggest questions a lot of people have right now because they are unsure if after 6 weeks everything is getting deleted. Well, unfortunately, that is a misinformation or very much outdated information at this point, but I cannot really blame the people for that because the misinformation slash outdated information was posted by the developers themselves, by the community team, and that was actually the case a few weeks ago, but things have changed dramatically, and a lot of people don't really keep up with the newest information, and this is how this whole misconception of, okay, after 6 weeks, Once Human will delete everything you have achieved, and you have to start from the beginning, it's completely shit, don't play the game. That's basically the narrative we see. The reality, though, is a completely different beast. So let's jump into what is a season in Once Human. First things first, the season always starts with multiple phases. As you can see here, we are now in phase 2, which is called Tame the Steroid, and then goes up till a new dawn. And after a new dawn is done, after 6 weeks, things will change dramatically. And what I mean by that is we are looking at seasons from a perspective of, let's say, Diablo, Path of Exile, right? After the season ends, everything gets deleted, everything gets resetted if you're not on the permanent server, which Once Human doesn't have, and then you have to start from the beginning. The thing is, Once Human is treating their seasons more like Fortnite does, or Apex Legends, or even Helldivers, where it is a continuous progress, where there is new stories coming in, new areas. They have already explained to us that parts of the map will become inaccessible and then new parts of the map will unlock. This is one of the reasons why they have to remove your house and your character from the map. Keep in mind, they're not deleting your house, they're just basically putting your house into your back pocket, and then you can build it again when a new season starts. So you haven't really lost anything here. But that is one of the reasons why they have to remove that, because it would be pretty shitty, right? When you are building in an area where you cannot go to after the new season starts and then your house is gone forever, or even your character is gone forever, right? So seasons work very differently in Once Human. And if you are like, yeah, but I still don't know exactly what gets deleted, what carries over. There seems to be a lot of different information out there. Like, how can I make sure that nothing bad happens? Well, actually, it's pretty simple to find that out because it is in the game. There's also a Steam post if you want to look it up there. But if you are going under season info and then you click on season inheritance, the game is telling you exactly what will happen after 6 weeks. And let's just go through this, right? The following supplies can be moved into the Eternal End Depot. At the start of a new season, players can strategically select some of the resources to bring with them on the new journey. Weapons and armors, ordinary resources such as materials, medicine, and ammunition. So you cannot take all the weapons and armors you have crafted with you. You have to choose a few. But let's be honest here, at that point, you already know which weapons you really like. You probably want to keep your build going. So you would just choose the weapon and armor you already have made a build for. And that's not really a problem. The same goes with the ordinary resources. You already know which materials or which medicine you really want to take with you, or which ammunition, and everything else is easily craftable after a new season starts and maybe takes you 2 hours to complete. But let's talk about the following items will be directly inherited to the new season. So we have Starcrom, Christogen, Mitsuko's Marks, Stella Planula, and the Sproutlets, which are kinda the long-term goal of the game. Those are the resources which really take effort and time to achieve, and you will keep them all. Gear blueprints, same thing again. The gear blueprints is what allows you to craft stuff in the game and is the most, or one of the most important parts in this game. So you are also keeping the tiers, you keep the fragments, you keep the weapon accessoires, you get the mods. So all the things again which take a lot of effort, which take a lot of work, you keep. Furniture formulas, same thing, makes sense, except the ones unlocks in the memetics, because your level is getting resetted, and we will talk about that in a second. Cosmetic actions and name card titles makes also sense. Character customization data makes also sense. Building blueprints, again, you are keeping all like the blueprints you have made for different buildings. The main story, side story, and journey progress, and your friends. Content and data not mentioned above, such as levels, energy links, aka money, map and stronghold exploration progress, and season goal progress will not be inherited. And to be completely honest, this is nothing. Like, the levels make sense because they also explain to us that they want to change some of the talents, or not talents, but some of the features you're gaining through leveling. Some of them will be gone, some new ones come in. The same goes with the blueprints you are unlocking on your character. That's also something which would change dramatically. And a lot of that stuff is linked to your money, because every time you unlock a blueprint, you have to spend also some money. But that's not really a big deal, because map and stronghold exploration progress is also getting resetted, and this is where you get most your money. And more importantly, most your XP. I saw some people panicking that the main story is not really resetting, and the reality is that's not really too bad. Like, the XP you are getting from just discovering new zones and finishing strongholds is sometimes half a level, even in the later levels. So it's, you want to level fast, you explore the map, and you do strongholds, and then you are getting quite a bit of levels very easily. Season goals were not taking over. I mean, yeah, duh, it's a new season, right? So I see a lot of people having this old information, which has to do with a few weeks ago the season was working like a lot of people envisioned it, right? We had the usual season of a few months with a battle pass in it, and then after 3 months or so, everything will get deleted and we start from the beginning. And there are even some screenshots where they're showcasing like some of the old season inheritance, that everything is getting deleted. You are only getting a little bit for your Eternal Land depot. And that's not really the case anymore. So things have changed dramatically, and you don't really have to fear that you are losing too much. As I said, everything you are getting and everything you are losing, like, this is not really a big deal. You have already chosen your weapons and armors. You have already chosen like all the necessary resources you really want. And this is like what really takes you a while. It seems like you will lose your deviants, which makes also sense, because deviants will change depending on what's going on the map. That has already happened in the beta. We saw that. So yeah, keep that in mind. But again, that's not really what takes the most farming, or you don't necessarily need the one specific deviant all the time, right? So don't sweat that. And they have already also announced that they are working on a more permanent server if people want to go there. But again, this is really pushing the story forward, and things will change dramatically from season to season. I think they made the biggest mistake to call it a season instead of something else, so that people don't get confused. But again, you can check this all out in the game, and there's also the recent Steam news, which is explaining exactly what is happening. You can read that down below in the video description. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please consider to leave a like. And also, if you're new to the channel, you want to see more Once Human videos and other RPG games I'm focusing on, please don't forget to subscribe. I would definitely appreciate that. With that said, have a good one. Stay safe. Till then, bye-bye.